You think you're choosing her, but you're not. You're falling into a pattern that was written long before you met. It begins quietly. You meet someone who seems different. You tell yourself this one feels real. You feel seen, understood, maybe even safe. But beneath that warmth is something colder, a transaction your mind doesn't want to admit exists. You're not drawn to her because of who she is. You're drawn to her because of what she represents. An escape, a mirror, a chance to rewrite every moment you were unseen, unwanted, or ignored. That's the secret no one wants to confront. You don't fall in love with people. You fall in love with needs, with the version of yourself you think you can finally be in their presence. It's never about her. It's always about the reflection she gives you when she looks at you a certain way. I've seen it happen over and over. A man meets a woman who makes him feel alive again. He mistakes that rush for connection. He thinks love is what he's feeling when it's really relief, the temporary relief of being chosen, the illusion of being enough. She senses it too, not consciously, but she feels the weight of your expectation. And in the beginning, she plays the part perfectly. She mirrors your effort, your focus, your energy, because she's chasing her own reflection through you. She wants to be desired. She wants to feel special. She wants to be the center of story again. And for a while, you both feed each other's illusions. You give her meaning. She gives you purpose. It feels balanced, but it's not. Underneath it all, there's a silent negotiation happening. You give validation. She gives affection. You give direction. She gives emotion. Each one waiting for the other to fail first. Then it starts. The small withdrawals. The silences that used to mean peace start to mean distance. The messages get shorter. The attention shifts. You start to feel that familiar panic rise again. That old fear of being left. That's when you realize you were never in control. You thought love was an emotion. It's not. It's an exchange of power. Whoever cares less controls more. And the one who chases always loses ground. When you fall in love without awareness, you give her the power to define your worth. Every smile becomes approval. Every pause becomes punishment. You start performing instead of connecting. You start measuring every word, every gesture, hoping not to break the fragile spell. That's not love. That's dependency disguised as romance. And it's the oldest trap there is. You can't see it while you're inside it, because it feels too real. Your body floods you with chemicals that make her face sacred. You mistake biology for destiny. Your mind writes stories to protect the illusion. It has to, otherwise the truth would destroy the fantasy. The truth is simple. She's not your missing piece. She's your mirror. She shows you the parts of yourself you've refused to look at. That's why she feels so magnetic. That's why it hurts so much when she pulls away. She's not leaving you. She's forcing you to see yourself. Most men never recover from that realization. They just find someone new to project onto. A new fantasy, a new illusion, and the cycle repeats. She wants to feel safe. You want to feel seen. You both use each other to escape yourselves. But love built on escape always collapses. I've seen men destroy themselves trying to win back the feeling that was never real. I've seen them give everything, time, money, dignity, just to reawaken that early illusion. But once the mask slips, it never fits again. You can't unknow what you've seen. Attraction fades when the illusion breaks. And when that happens, she'll start testing you. She'll withdraw, provoke, pull your strings, not because she hates you, but because she's trying to feel the spark again. You'll interpret it as rejection, but it's just the death of the fantasy. And here's the irony. The more you chase her approval, the more she loses respect. Because deep down, respect and attraction are tied to uncertainty. She wants to feel your presence, not your dependency. She wants your attention, not your surrender. Every time you make her your purpose, you stop being the man she was drawn to. Because she wasn't attracted to your devotion. She was attracted to your direction. And when you lose that, you lose everything. You think love should make you softer. It shouldn't. Real love hardens you, not in bitterness, but in awareness. You stop chasing highs. You start recognizing patterns. You learn that peace feels different from excitement, and that most people mistake one for the other. The moment you fall in love blindly, You stop being yourself. You become a reaction. You orbit around someone else's mood, someone else's attention. You shrink. You rationalize. You call it compromise. But it's just fear wearing better words. Here's how you know this pattern has taken over. You check your phone before you check your thoughts. You wait for her mood to decide your day. You feel relief, not joy, when she gives you attention. You start to explain yourself more than you used to. You stop doing things that once made you grounded. You feel tired, but you can't walk away. You think if you just do a little more, she'll come back. That's not love. That's submission to an illusion. You can spend years in that loop, chasing ghosts, mistaking pain for passion, calling it growth. But real growth starts when you stop trying to make someone love you and start asking why you need them to. Love doesn't destroy man. Illusion does. The illusion that being chosen makes you complete. The illusion that affection means understanding. The illusion that she will see you fully if you just prove enough. She won't. She can't. Because no one can see you until you stop hiding behind what you think they want. And when you finally understand that, something changes. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. You stop needing. You start observing. You see the same patterns play out in everyone. The hunger, the games, the temporary highs. You start to see love not as magic, but as chemistry. Not as destiny, but as repetition. You start to choose differently. Quietly. Carefully. And maybe then, for the first time, you stop falling in love. You start standing in it. That's the shift every man must make before he gives his heart away. Because if you don't, you'll keep losing it to the same story told by a different face. In the end, it's not her that breaks you. It's your own blindness. Love doesn't save you. It shows you what you still refuse to see. And until you face that truth, you'll keep calling your own patterns by someone else's name.